Great round Muay Thai from both fighters. Fighters to the centre.
Well, this is a rematch that everybody's been waiting for. The crowd goes silent here. Paul Karpowicz, very blessed young man, very sharp, very talented. Bit invincible at the moment is Paul. Fighting the very talented Mr. John Dennis from the Spartan camp.
Paul Karpowicz in the red corner, John Dennis in the blue.
Master Sken, a big name in Muay Thai, one of the founders of it. But this is going to be a real scrap between two very talented young men. Please. Richard, your instructor, your coach, promoted this very first fight. It was a fantastic fight, wasn't it? This is for a title. This is going to be exciting, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, Paul's coming from a very good camp, very good tuition. But he's only had 7 fights. John Dennis has had 23 fights, so let's see whether that golfing experience is going to have any effect. I know that Paul's a very skilled young man. He's trained with Master Sken for a very long time.
Paul looks strong. This is the strongest I've seen Karpowicz. He's already reddened the leg of John Dennis. That is very unusual for the man that's deemed to not be the powerful of the two, Richard.
Definitely. Beautiful technique there from Paul Karpowicz.
A beautiful technique from the young man Karpowicz. He looks very strong.
John Dennis looking to set himself and outpower Paul Karpowicz.
I don't think he will, to be honest.
Well, he's leaving himself static. In the first bout at Leeds Town Hall, they were both like lightning, really light footwork, bouncing all over the place. It looks like John Dennis is looking to load up. He thinks he can outpower Paul.
I don't think he will. The leg of John Dennis is already reddened. This is really exciting already. Both men are trying to knock holes out of each other, for want of a better technical term.
Some beautiful techniques going in here, backwards and forwards.
A beautiful counter back by Karpowicz.
Just going quiet there, or just listening to this.
Sorry, but you know, I love watching these two kids fight.
Beautiful technique there by John Dennis, slipping out the way and then a little kick across the back of the legs. Just listen to the tuition.
Nice block across there from Karpowicz. Karpowicz really countering well. He looks very strong indeed. The strongest I've seen him. Karpowicz looks really strong. A really nice technique, beautiful shots going in from both lads.
John Dennis has got great awareness.
These two boys, tit for tat, this is awesome stuff.
The balance and composure of these two young guys is absolutely amazing. This is a cream of the crop.
Certainly is.
Time.
And there we have it, the end of the first round.
I love these two lads. I could watch these two lads fight all day. Well, not all day, that'd be tiring. How long would that take?
24 hours, I think.
It'd take longer than one of your haircuts, let me put it that way. It won't take longer than Sandy's because they take 3 months. But let's be honest, what a start to this 3-minute round. UKMF British title, Richard.
Very much. I was just listening to the instruction of Master Sken there in the corner, talking Paul Karpowicz through the first round. Talking more about the mental game rather than the physical game, trading techniques. He was telling him to believe in himself and setting himself And that's putting Paul in a very strong mental position. Paul's been very composed, which means he's setting himself on his techniques, and then he's delivering the stronger shots. John Dennis using some good power, having great awareness, slipping out of the way of Paul Karpowicz's big kicks. Ducking underneath a few kicks. Master Sken just giving instruction to Paul Karpowicz there.
Corners 10 seconds.
Box and use the low kick, slowing down John Dennis's legs, slowing down his footwork and his ring craft.
Seconds away. Round 2.
Couldn't quite catch the instruction from Pete Feely. Nice right kick.
These two boys are supremely fit and strong, aren't they, Rich?
Certainly are. Paul Karpowicz is always leading.
Nice leg kick there by Karpowicz.
Paul Karpowicz always leading with a little fake, trying to draw the reaction from John Dennis.
Nice body kick from the man from Master Skens. Great body kick, great scoring technique as well. Nice kick again to the body.
John Dennis trying to utilise the corkscrew uppercut in the left leg as Paul Karpowicz is closing the distance. These guys working off instinct. It's a natural reaction for them to just lift that kick. Lifting the kick on the outside of those exchanges.
Really, really impressive.
Paul seems to be having fun in there. Looking to set up the low kick. Fake it, looking low, kicking high. Looking low, elbowing. Confusing John Dennis. John Dennis looking to load up on those elbows. Paul Karpowicz keeping that pressure on.
Karpowicz looks really, really good in this one. The coming of age of the young man from Master Skens.
Paul's maturing. A nice little right elbow in there.
A beautiful left hook to the body from the young man from Master Skens. Really showing talents. John Dennis looks in trouble, Richard.
He's looking confused.
Karpowicz looks a lot stronger, doesn't he?
I think he's learned from that first exchange.
Certainly has.
He's developed as a man, as a fighter since that last bout.
He's enjoying himself in there now.
Oh, you can see it. It's radiating from him.
Karpowicz looks a league above Dennis. Some great moves there, though, isn't it, from the man from Spartan's gym?
John Dennis with an arrogant walk across the ring after he just ducked out of the way there. Doesn't want to be ducking into one of those kicks, though.
Well, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I don't know what Paul Karpowicz has been taking, but get me some.
He must have had a one-to-one with Vinny, the Showtime Showman. I love this man.
Well, there you go. Sandy Alson's grabbed the microphone off me. Well, it's early days still, but he really does look good. John Dennis is too good looking for my liking. I don't like him. Handsome, brown, good legs, good looking. Makes me sick. I don't like better looking people, but that's why I'm working with you, Richard. Great fight, isn't it?
Love you too, Vin.
And a cheer for your fighters, guys. Remember, we've got an excellent fight on hand here. It's the UKMF British Vacant Lightweight title. John Dennis in the blue, Paul Karpowicz in the red. Cheer your fighters on, please. Corners 10 seconds. Round 3.
He looks a lot sharper, both boys. That left leg of John Dennis is beautiful, isn't it, to see?
It's a sweet kick. He lifts it very well.
Hey, yeah, high kick! Wobbles the legs of John Dennis! A high kick, a right high kick from Paul! Wobbles the legs of the man from Spartan! The referee gets in the way there. There you go!
Paul Karpowicz setting a tremendous pace. John Dennis is really struggling. Some beautiful fluid technique here from these two guys. Paul Karpowicz looking to open up, keeping that pressure on.
I am really impressed by Karpowicz, I've got to admit. John Dennis is such a good fighter though, isn't he? A beautiful technician, a gorgeous left leg. I love watching him kick. Look at the size of his legs, he's absolutely huge, aren't he?
He makes it look effortless.
Paul doesn't need to be slappy. He needs to keep his hands up because John Dennis can dig.
John Dennis is losing his balance a hell of a lot more.
Karpowicz is too strong.
Some great defense there by John Dennis. John Dennis looking for that spinning elbow. Not quite finding it. Paul Karpowicz is really enjoying himself here. Nice double kick there from John Dennis. Some heavy swinging punches from John Dennis, but Paul Karpowicz steps straight back into the fray. That spinning elbow must have missed Paul Karpowicz there by about a millimetre.
Time.
Really great fight by two brilliant boxers. An absolute stunning performance. Karpowicz looks stronger, doesn't he?
Very much so. I think John Dennis is actually complaining of pain on his right arm. The left leg of Paul Karpowicz is scoring really well against John Dennis's right arm, which is diffusing that right punch. So these are the money rounds, rounds 3 and 4. I think Paul Karpowicz took the third. John Dennis really needs to step it up in this round if he's going to establish himself over the whole fight. But they're sitting in their own corner, know how focused they have to be. Look at the calm tuition given by Master Sken.
Master Sken absolutely adores this kid, doesn't he? He does. I've known Master Sken. I've known Master Sken, I'd say 25 years, and he does absolutely love this kid.
Yeah, I mean,
and justifiably so. He's such a nice boy, but so's John. John's too good looking. I hate him. Don't tell him.
Round 4.
Paul Karpowicz has been with the sitting room gym for at least
since he was a boy, since he was a baby.
10 years. These guys showing the full array of techniques here. Paul just putting himself in the corner with that jumping elbow. John Dennis unloading with a left uppercut overhand right and a beautiful right body kick.
John Dennis is not out of this, let me tell you that much.
Well, John Dennis needs a big round, this round, if he's going to stay in the fight.
He's hurting John Dennis, isn't he? When he throws his shots properly.
Oh, definitely.
He is hurting him.
I mean, you saw it in the interval between the last round. I think John Dennis was actually complaining the pain in his right arm from the power of Paul Karpowicz's left kick.
Nice kick to the body by Karpowicz. Counters back beautifully. What a great performance by these two boys.
Great balance.
You can't win a fight running backwards like that, can you, Richard? Nice kick to the leg.
Scoring.
Horrible big shot going in from John Dennis. Karpowicz scoring with the knee on the left side.
John Dennis scoring. Tit for tat in the clinch here. John Dennis showing his power, showing a dominance in the clinch in this 4th round. He knows how important it is.
Want to see Paul Karpowicz kick some more.
Sitting around corner telling Paul Karpowicz to box and low kick. John Dennis is disturbing the balance with his low kicks and spinning elbows.
Paul doesn't need to do any of that fancy stuff. The basics are winning it for him. A nice low kick. That's a big score, isn't it?
Big score.
A big score for the lad from Signaron camp. A great performance. Beautiful.
And again, kicking him off his feet. John Dennis aloft.
John Dennis is getting hammered in the corner, but he's such a tough kid.
John Dennis has to give
He's
Paul
hurt,
Karpowicz.
Richard. He really is hurt.
He is. John Dennis has to give Paul Karpowicz a count if he's going to win this round now. He's still staying in the fight. Paul Karpowicz is taking a lead.
Time.
And that's the end of the 4th round.
End of round 4.
Paul Karpowicz has won that round.
Tell me the truth. Does Paul Karpowicz look different?
Definitely.
Thank you very much, Richard. He does look a different... John Dennis is a fantastic fighter, don't get me wrong, but Paul Karpowicz looks scintillating, doesn't he? Talking of scintillating, we've got a very handsome young man behind Mr. Jordan Watson. Jordan, what a great fight between these two youngsters.
It's a brilliant fight, but I think Paul Karpowicz is up the work rate, damaging John Dennis with them low kicks as you seen in the last round where John turned a couple of times, one time he fell over, so I think at the moment where it's looking it's Paul Karpowicz's fight.
Oh, thank you very much, sir, from the very handsome Bell. He's extreme, it gets on my nerves. What? I employ uglycommentators.com if you're interested. Darren Morris has put on the fight, he said it'd be good, he said it'd be great. It's been a one-sided fight. And Karpowicz is really running away with it. Awesome. The tutelage of Master Sken, the experienced Thai master from the very famous Sitneron camp down in Stockport. And Paul does look different to me. Awesome. Great performances all round. What a show this has been.
Remember, all these fights will be on TV.com. Can rewind and relive tonight's fantastic fight.
I've not had this much fun since the blackout in 1976.
And you can see all the pictures from tonight's fight.
Let's stop right now. Well, it's an exciting fight, this one, it really is.
Corners 10 seconds. Seconds away for the 5th and final round of this UKMF British title fight.
Is that a foregone conclusion, the winner?
It's never a foregone conclusion.
Right.
John Dennis is such a dangerous fighter. But I think John Dennis
has cut Paul Karpowicz, but it's all right, it's above the eye. It's underneath the eye, it might give him a bit of excitement here. What a beautiful technique. This is a fight to end all fights.
That's a nasty cut under.
He won't stop the fight though, Rich. It will not stop the fight. A light elbow webbles the legs of John Dennis. John Dennis is in big trouble. John Dennis on the back foot. I told you he was dangerous. What a dangerous kid. The handsome angel.
The only way John Dennis can win now is by knockout. He started very strong in this round, but Paul's really upped his game.
This has been a great fight. Paul needs to kick to the legs.
There's a massive swelling under Paul Karpowicz's eyes.
This has been a right fight. Paul should pile the punches on now. But John Dennis will not. What a tough kid.
John Dennis needs to keep that pressure on. Looking to hook.
Johnny's. What a great fight this has been.
John Dennis stepping in, throwing wild elbows over the top. The power of these guys is phenomenal.
Great performance by both boys. I'm going to drag in the promoter, Darren. This has been awesome, hasn't it?
Probably the best night of the night so far, Vin.
This has been a right war. We've had Damien Traynor versus Ty. We've had Paul Karpowicz and John Dennis. This has been a war. Final seconds of the final round.
And a Sanchez cartwheel kick.
A cartwheel kick for the man from Sitneron. A beautiful push kick to the bottom. What a fight! That was one of the best fights I have ever witnessed in a British ring. And I've got to thank Darren Morris for putting it on. That was awesome. Darren, what was that like, really?
Vin, you said it when Richard Smith put the first one on. Whoever did the second one, it'd be an absolute storm. That was fantastic.
Hats off to both boys, hats off to both gyms. That was absolutely awesome. Richard, that was dumbfounding, wasn't it?
I am absolutely gobsmacked. That was an amazing fight. Both guys giving it their all. There was everything in that fight. Solid basic Muay Thai technique, flashy Muay Thai technique.
What a great rematch.
There was elbows, there was knees. It was absolutely
amazing.
amazing.
The vacant British UKMF lightweight title.
Both guys giving it their all the way to the end.
Okay.
What a fight.
Again,
what an absolute war.
A very, very tough contest, but there has to be a winner. This is a British UKMF lightweight title. And the decision goes, all three judges, in favour of Paul Karpowicz, the red corner.
Well, there you go, the young man from Master Skens. Master Sken is overjoyed.
That was absolutely amazing.
Keep your applause
Paul is so happy.
John Dennis, that was a fantastic fight, mate. Fair play. Well, the best man of the day, and that was Paul Karpowicz. What a performance, brilliant.
A great fighter from Spartan Gym, John Dennis.